Good morning, this is the latest market news. I'm Uliana. Asian markets were mostly lower Friday as poor European data and caution before the Group of 20 meeting this weekend weighed on stocks. Regional stocks started the day lower, though some managed to climb back to the break-even mark after mixed overnight cues. In Europe, there was disappointing economic data as gross domestic product for the Eurozone shrank by 0.6% in the fourth quarter, the third straight quarter that the currency bloc failed to grow and the deepest rate of contraction in 4 years. This was offset to some extent by better-than-expected weekly US employment data. The Nikkei is down 1.1%. The yen remained in focus on Friday before a meeting of the Group of 20 in Moscow over the weekend. The market was waiting to see whether attendees voiced their disapproval about the sharp depreciation of the Japanese currency since November. The dollar softened against the yen Friday, last at 92.48 yens, compared with 92.86 late Thursday in New York, after falling 0.6% overnight. The euro dropped against all 16 of its major counterparties last night, after a report showed Germany's economy, Europe's largest, shrank in the final quarter of the last year by 0.6%. Tumbling from opening levels of 1.3450, the euro opens noticeably weaker this morning at 1.3343. The most anticipated event today will be the statement coming from G20, but it will probably be less important due to its politically correct wording. Mario Draghi, the European Central Bank's president, speaks at 9:15 GMT and will surely provide headlines for the euro-US dollar. The LTRO repayment announcement from the ECB should not move the markets. US February University of Michigan sentiment 14:55 GMT is expected to show a modest increase to 74.8 compared with 73.8 in January. Consumer sentiment is still somewhat depressed by the fiscal issues, but helped by the improved housing and job markets. The divergence between sentiment and the stock market is noticeable, and the two have usually been tightly correlated. It was the latest market news provided by ICO FX. Goodbye.